We were very happy to know that marriage has been reduced to 18 years and that several activities are carried out to prevent child labor in gold mining, gold sites, and there is even a hotline to denounce those who use child labor. We also learned that the government puts 30 billion CFA francs each year so that children under 5 years old and pregnant women receive free care. Welcome, guys. So, this is why one of the reasons why Ibrahim Traore is so loved and he's considered a hero in Burkina Faso. He received a little over 200 students from Burkina Faso to come and see him, and they have a discussion as if he's talking to ministers. And the students pick a spokesperson, and she spoke so eloquently, and she thanked him for what he has already implemented, and they also request what they want to be implemented, which is education, healthcare for for young girls, underage marriage, and get the kids from the gold mine. And you can see the joy on Abraham Chore's face when he's talking to these students. And he responded to every single question they asked. He did not ditch or hide around when he's answer each one point by point. But take a listen to it. It's in French, but I translated it as always. Take a listen to it and let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Boom. Excellent, President Ibrahim Traore, President of Faso, head of state. We, the children of Burkina Faso, are here today at this occasion of the World Day of Childhood to share with you the point of our meeting. In Home Cycle this year, we had an incredible experience. We sat in the Transitional Legislative Assembly as deputies under the presidency of the President of the ALT during this session. We asked important questions to the ministers about the promises you made to us. During our meeting last year with the Minister of Humanitarian Act and National Solidarity, we talk about the measures that have been taken since last year to further protect children against child marriages, concrete actions that have been carried out this year to keep children away from the gold mining site and allow them to continue their education. With the Minister of Health, we asked questions about your commitment to strengthening free care for women and children. We asked about the progress made this year so that this commitment becomes a reality for all families. We also asked about the status of the construction of the motherland, no, of the mother and child hospital, so that children and their mothers can have better care for themselves with the Minister of Basic Education and Literacy and the promotion of national languages represented by its counterparts, the Ministry of Secondary Education and Vocational and Technical Training. We discuss your promise to make school free for all in Burkina Faso. We ask where is this promise then? When will all children be able to go to school without pain, and the actions that have been taken this year so that school is better adapted to the needs of disabled children and so that they can learn in good conditions. We were very happy to hear the response from ministers. We were very happy to know that marriage has been reduced to 18 years and that several activities are carried out to prevent child labor in gold mining, gold sites, and there is even a hotline to denounce those who use child labor. We also learned that the government puts 30 billion CFA francs each year so that children under 5 years old and pregnant women receive free care. Also, the discussions which have started for the construction of the mother and child hospital, and the land is already acquired, and 2025 work will begin. So that the children can go to school for free every year. We built many schools, and we have offered several children living with disabilities equipment adapted for their education. They told us that actions were already underway and others will soon be put in place. Excellency, Mr. President of FASO, take our concerns to heart and work to improve our lives. We also had a special moment with the President of ALT where we presented a film we made for FESPO 2025. This project allowed us to share our stories, our dreams, and what we want for our country. Excellency, Mr. President of FASO, even if we see progress, we still have three big requests to make of you. One, Excellency Mr. President of FASO, we heard that even if the law reduced marriages to 18 years old, there is exceptions at 16 years old. Can you tell them to set that at 18 years old without exception if possible? This will protect all girls against early marriages and will allow them to stay in school and live their childhood. Two, Excellency Mr. President of FASO, we are happy that you have established May 15th to allow us to know our tradition, but we are afraid that our grandpas and grandmothers will think that they can excuse the girls and marry off the children. We want to ask you, if possible, to speak officially to explain to them the meaning of the day of May 15th, Day of Customs and Tradition, and in our languages. Excellency Mr. President of the FASO, our parents explained to us that the law provides that children who have committed minor offenses do not go to prison, but do light work such as weeding the CSPS, cleaning the schoolyards. Can you ask the judges to apply this decision? This will avoid children from going into contact and being in contact with bad things. Excellency Mr. President of FASO, we know that you will listen to us and that you are ready to act to protect us. These charges are very important for us and will allow us to have a better future. Thank you, excellent Mr. President of the FASO, Burkina Faso, to always think of us, to protect us, to support us, and to build with us a Burkina Faso where every child can be safe to go to school and succeed in life. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome. Thank you. So, your honorable deputies, today I suppose that the health, everything went very well. Yes, the ministers were able to respond well. They were convincing. Yes. Okay. Thank God, in any case, that there are many things that we have undertaken in favor of children. And everything we do is in favor of children. You are the future of this nation. You are the future of the homeland. So everything that we do is in favor of children. We do it for the children. That you must already understand that any initiatives that we take is for your well-being. It is so that you can live in good condition, in good health, go to school, flourish, and do all that what you want to do. The homeland, many things have been initiated. A lot of things remain to be done. It all depends on the pace and at which we have leave them. Also, many children who were displaced but who are starting to return to school classes little by little in several locations. It is due to the self-sacrifice defense and security forces and the PDP who are on the ground who will give their body and soul, who sacrifice themselves day and night so that you children can live in peace and go to school. Just today, I was learning in one of the regions at least that 10,000 children have returned to school. So the classes have been officially opened, and think that this is in line with your aspirations, which are that all children can go to school. Educational infrastructure is improving, and I think that there are many children among you who come from certain regions who must have seen during the rainy season lots of schools which were messy and therefore which has a negative impact on your lessons. So we have developed a new model school, and we are currently finding ways to implement this throughout Burkina Faso so that bad weather and other natural disasters cannot impact your studies. During the year, there are some floods, and in Bobo Relations, there is a school where students echoes almost chop children. Thank goodness the firefighters were able to quickly intervene. So all these challenges us to think about a school model which could therefore allow children to study in complete safety and to study well. And the aspect of health, as they told you, it's real. We are in process of launching the mother and child hospital. Just this week, I have a little meeting with someone from the National Office of Major Projects to talk about that. And I hope that 2025 we will be able to launch it. The ambition is that you go to school for free and that we can treat you for free. And that is our objective. And we are working to ensure that this can happen. It is also our dream that This is what we fight for in the mines.
Dans les mines,
We
nous
have
avons
opted
opté
for
pour
a
une
technology,
technologie actuellement
certainly which was made
qui a
in Burkina
été
Faso.
faite au Burkina
And
Faso.
so if
Donc, si vous
you see
voyez
recently
dernièrement
in the
dans
southwest
le
region and
sud-ouest,
before that
commence
in the zero zone, we were able to
on
set
a pu
up
mettre en
these
place ces
machines which
machines-là
make it
qui
possible to extract
permettent
the
d'extraire
ore
l'eau
in
de
an
façon,
ecological way, I
je
would
dirais,
say, without
sans
first
utiliser
using
énormément de
chemicals
pollution,
which can be very
vraiment,
dangerous for
et
both
pour
children
les
and
enfants et
adults,
pour les adultes,
but also
mais
which
aussi
prevents
qui
children from
empêche que les enfants
coming
viennent,
to the mine
voilà,
and doing some very
faire cet
difficult
travail
work.
très
So
pénible.
we are in
Donc nous sommes accompagnés
developing all
de cette
these initiatives
initiative
so
pour
that
que les
children
enfants
do
puissent
not end
pouvoir,
up
sur les sites
in gold
d'orpaillage,
sites
casser des
breaking
pierres
rocks, which are
qui sont
quite
assez
painful,
pénibles
or
ou à
inhaling
évacuer des
dangerous chemical
substances chimiques
substances.
dangereuses.
So we are working on
Et c'est
this
là
so that
que,
within a
au
very
maximum,
short time,
d'ici un temps très court,
we no longer
on
hear about
pourra
children on
intervenir
the
sur des sites d'orpaillage.
and in orphanage or
Et
sites, and therefore
concernant donc
concerning certain aspects that
certains volets
you
qui vont
have
venir
just mentioned in your
dans
complaints. We have
nous allons
noted
noter,
we will
nous allons
see
voir
it
ces
in
niveaux de
this
personnes dans la
personal
famille,
and family code and
paragraphe
photograph, which
très
therefore
long
deals with the
cette
situation of
situation
authorization at
de
16 years
autorisation à
old.
16 ans.
It is not the
C'est pas
authorization of the
l'autorisation
parents
des
only.
parents,
There is the
mais
person
la personne
concerned.
concernée.
So we will see
Donc,
if there is a reason to
cela doit
readjust,
réajuster
to adapt to
pour
what
s'adapter
you
à ce que
want.
vous souhaitez.
But we
Et
hope that
nous
at
souhaitons que
18 years
à 18
old,
ans,
in any
en
case,
tout cas, il y
there
ait
is this
cette
freedom of
liberté de choisir.
the freedom of the
Donc,
freedom to
maintenant,
choose to
n'oublions
go to the
pas
union or
18 ans n'est
not
plus un
at
enfant.
18 years old. We are no longer a child,
Donc,
and this
ça
is
c'est
why
vraiment
we
très
have set the
important.
age
Et
at
nous allons
18.
réfléchir
But we
donc
are
à
going
ce
to think about it, this
paragraphe au
paragraph,
niveau des
on the
personnalités
side of the family
et
personal, and
voir ce
see
qui
what
peut
can
être
be
fait.
done. Other
Nous allons
grievances
réagir
also
également
are
s'agissant des
current
doléances
grievances,
afférentes
such as you
aux
said we
autorités
will
dédiées. On va
see
voir
with
avec
the
les
secretarial
secrétariats
ministerial
des départements
departments
ministériels
what
de
can be
gestion
done, and I suppose that
et
next
je suppose
year,
que l'année prochaine,
if it
c'est eux
pleases
qui
God, you will
pourront
be able to ask
relever
them
des
questions
questions
about a
sur
start of execution of what
l'exécution de ce que vous
you
souhaitez.
want. And
Et
the traditions and
notre
customs
vision
in it is
pour
not
vous, ce n'est pas
only
uniquement
what you
ce que
said.
vous avez dit.
We notice that many
Voilà,
people can
beaucoup de gens peuvent
confuse things.
confondre les choses.
But
Mais comprenez que
understand that we continue to
on continue
educate, to
d'éduquer,
raise
de
awareness,
sensibiliser,
and to explain
d'expliquer
to
aux gens
people why these
pourquoi
days
ces journées.
I think that
Je pense que nous
we
avons fait ce
took
jour-là
a trip to the museum that day to
pour
see
voir
certain
certaines
culture
valeurs
values which are
culturelles
specific to us. It is also a
qui est
message
un message aussi
sent to
pour
all the
l'ensemble
actors,
des acteurs
people who so that
qui le
they
comprennent.
understand
Donc,
that
ce que
we
nous
are looking
recherchons,
for
c'est
certain
certaines valeurs
important
personnelles
values in our
ou
culture which
culture que nous avons laissées
which
tomber,
we have abandoned,
mais
but
qui
which
pourraient
could
être
be
utiles.
useful for us. This is
C'est
what
ce
must
qui
be
peut être
expressed. I
expliqué
will take an
aujourd'hui dès ce
example.
matin.
You see,
Vous voyez,
they are in certain
dans
villages,
certains
people
villages,
who
des gens
had
qui avaient
knowledge
des
of
connaissances,
blacksmith,
des forgerons,
who managed
qui
to take
arrivaient
the earth
à prendre
and
la
to
terre
extract
et à
iron.
extraire le fer. Mais
But
aujourd'hui,
today,
est-ce que
there are these children
ces
being
gens ont
introduced to
initié à ça? Est-ce
this,
qu'il y a
are
des
the
jeunes
young
qui
people
savent
who
le
know
faire?
how to do it. I
Je ne
don't
pense pas.
think
Mais pourtant,
yet,
on
but
n'achète le fer
we buy
à
iron
l'extérieur.
from
Donc,
exterior,
mais pourtant, dans
outside
notre
of
culture,
our
il y a
culture.
ça. Mais nous
But we
avons
have
perdu.
lost in our culture.
Dans nos cultures, quand j'ai été
But I saw
petit,
the
j'ai vu qu'il y
museum,
avait
I
par
saw
exemple
there
des
are many types of
constructions que nous
construction that
avons
we
qui
had,
devaient nous
which
permettre
allow us
aujourd'hui, dans
today
le
in the
contexte de
context
guerre,
of war to
de faire
easily
face
face
facilement
the
à
enemy.
l'ennemi.
But we
Donc,
lost a
nous
lot
avons
of
perdu
things. In
beaucoup de
short,
choses.
these
Il
are
reste
so
encore
many,
beaucoup de
there are so
choses
many positive
positives
things in our
dans notre
culture that we
culture. C'est
want,
ce que nous
that
pouvons
we are going to draw
puiser.
from. But
Mais
it is also a
tout
question
est
of
une question de
communication. We will
communication. Nous allons
continue to
continuer à
communicate and
communiquer et à
raise awareness about
sensibiliser sur
the
les
abuses which
dérives qui peuvent
can therefore
donc provenir
come from the
de la mauvaise
misunderstanding of the
compréhension de
15th
l'aspect
of May, and
et
that
que ça ne
is
parte pas dans le sens
does
de
not go into the
l'indécision ou
direction of
tout autre
ex, other fact
fait
that
qui
could
puisse
be
déranger
harmful to
ce
anyone.
soir.
Okay,
OK?
so we can
Donc,
assure
on
you
va vous
that
assurer
we are
que
working
nous
with
travaillons
all
en toute
sides
conscience
conscience so that you are
pour que vous
very
soyez
good
de très
citizens
bons citoyens.
of tomorrow. This country
Ce
belongs to
pays
you. It
vous
is up to
appartient.
you.
C'est à vous de le
Take
prendre
it. We will
comme vous
instill in
êtes
you a
et
certain number
d'exprimer
of
vos valeurs
values
et
and transmit
transmettre
these
ces
values
valeurs
to your
à vos
children
enfants.
tomorrow. You will have
Et nous, vous
children,
aurez
you
des
will be
enfants
in
aussi
our
à notre
place, and
place.
you will
Et
also
vous allez
give
aussi
everything
donner
so that your
tout pour
children
que vos
are
enfants
in better
soient dans les
conditions.
meilleures conditions que vous.
Then,
Quand je vous
when
écoute
I listen
aujourd'hui,
to you today, you are better
vous
than
êtes
us.
meilleurs que nous.
We want your children
Vos
to be
enfants
better
puissent
than
être
you.
meilleurs que vous.
So we are
Donc,
obligated
on est obligé de
to
vous
instill in you a
inculquer
certain number
vraiment
of
de bonnes valeurs
values. And and today at school we have introduced a certain number of subjects. civics education, and I introduce the ministry of master. It is
C'est pour vous
so you
former
can train in
patriotisme.
patriotism so
Voilà,
that you
pour
can take back
réellement
control of your
amener
homeland.
votre patrie
And that requires a
dans ce
certain
état
number of
d'esprit
values that
dans
you
lequel
must
vous pouvez
understand and
comprendre et vous
implement
mettre en
every
œuvre
day.
tous les jours.
There is
Et
agriculture,
l'agriculture
so
qui
so
sera
which
initiée
will be
dans
initiated
les
in the
petites
small
années,
gardens that
que vous allez
so that
reprendre
you
à
can go
l'école
back to school
pour
to
commencer à
start
faire
doing
de
it in
manière
a practical
pratique
way. Certain
certaines
things that you
activités.
imagine, and I know that
Bien
there are
sûr, il y a
many
beaucoup
people
de gens
who like
que
these activities who
ces
perhaps
activités
do it
qui le font
out of
peut-être pas.
constraint, but if we
Si on
introduce
vous
you,
initie,
it could allow
ça
you
pourra
to
permettre à
and
d'autres
others to
de
get
se
started
lancer plus
later
tard
when they are
sur
adults and to
des
choose their
choses vers
sector.
vous le
Moreover,
meilleur.
so even the
Les
professions, a
métiers
certain number
certainement,
of
ces
small
métiers
professions will be
seront
introduced at
inclus à
school so
l'école
that
pour que
those who
ceux
have
qui ont la
passion for
passion pour
mechanics,
la
electricity,
mécanique,
or
l'électricité,
others can
ils seront
from a certain age begin to touch
toucher
it
du doigt
in a
de manière
practical way and
pratique
to be able to
et pourront se
specialize at a
spécialiser
given
à un moment
moment
donné
to be very
et
efficient
très
in the
performant
sector
dans
that
la filière qu'ils
he
vont
has
choisir.
chosen. There is a
Voilà un peu un certain
pin, it is
nombre
a number of
d'innovations que nous sommes en train de faire.
innovating we are in the process of
Mais
introducing to
nous
our
resterons
school. But
toujours
we
à
let's
l'écoute
also stay tuned. Maybe you yourself will
d'ici la
be able to
prochaine
think about
fois
something
pour
and
faire
make
des apports.
contributions. So you are not
Vous
just
n'êtes pas que
children.
des
Don't tell
enfants,
yourself that
vous
you
dites pas que
cannot
vous ne pouvez pas
contribute
apporter
something.
quelque
You
chose.
can.
Vous pouvez
Think
réfléchir
about
vraiment,
making suggestions.
discuter ça avec
Also,
vos anciens, vos
your
encadreurs pour
supervisors
faire
will
remonter.
send us
Et ça
back
va nous
and
permettre
will allow us to
d'améliorer les
improve
choses.
many things. We
Nous
understand
sommes
each
compris?
other. Yes.
Donc
So rest
rassurez-vous, nous
assured,
faisons
we
le
are doing
tout
everything
pour que
so
vous
that
soyez
you are
de
very
bons
good citizens
citoyens
and that you
et
can
que vous
live
puissiez vivre
with dignity
dignement
from the resources of your
des
country
ressources de votre pays
and that you have a
et
promising
qui a un
future.
avenir prometteur.
It is
C'est
all
tout
our
notre
fight,
combat comme ça et nous allons
and
continuer à lutter pour
we
ça.
will continue to fight for
Merci beaucoup
that.
d'être
Thank you
toujours
very much
venu
for
nous
stopping
rejoindre.
by
Je
to
suis
say
très
hello to me.
content
I am very
de
happy
vous recevoir.
to have you. I
Je
am
suis
also
toujours
very
très
happy to
content
be
de faire
among the
partie des
children.
enfants.
If I could
Si je
spend
n'étais
all
pas
day
présent
with
tous les
you,
jours, j'allais
I
j'allais
would.
le faire.
I was going to
Mais
do it,
maintenant, il va
but
aller
you have
bosser.
to go to
Si je vais
work.
aller
I have
bosser.
to go to
Mais
work. You have to
j'espère
go to
qu'on se
school. I have to go to
reprendra
work. I hope that we will
et on
meet
sera
again
toujours fiers de vous
soon. But we will
recevoir,
always be proud to
échanger avec
welcome
vous.
you, to exchange with
Merci
you.
beaucoup à
Thank
tous.
you very
Bon
much. To
courage
all,
et bonne
to
année
you, good
scolaire
luck, and
surtout.
have a good school year. Above
Et
all,
chacun ait des résultats
everyone
qu'il
has
espère pour
results
sa
that they
famille.
wanted. At the
Merci
end of
beaucoup
the
à
year,
tous.
thank you very much.
Merci. Merci. Allez, à tout moment.